Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today I want to show you guys how to make a journal from using a bubble mailer. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. So I want to bring you guys along. I've made one before, a more detailed video, where we're gonna do a pocket in the front here. And on that video, I did a button closure. So on this one, I want to do a snap closure, and I'll show you guys how I do that. But this is just a basic, bubble mailer that I have here. And I'm sure we all have them. It's just lying around, and I love the way they crinkle and feel all great, and they're awesome. So I sold the other one I made in my Etsy shop, so I wanted to get another one in there. And I wanted to take you guys along with me on doing it. Okay, so now let's get going on it. Let's see. So what we're gonna do is go ahead, and I got everything pre-done here, and I'll show you guys what I did. Let's see. So this is gonna be the cover, like this. And what I did is I just got this for the cover, the front part of it. And then this is painter's cloth, like any kind of painter canvas that you can buy at like your local hardware store or anything. And it's nice and durable, and I love the way it frays. It frays really nice. And you can get this one any hardware store. So I got that, and then some cotton fabric behind it, and then a batting. I went ahead and did some batting behind it. So this is all just layered up like that. And then you put this where you want it. I think I'm gonna go, well, now that I took it all off, I need to make sure it's straight here. So what I'm gonna do is take you guys over to the sewing machine, and we're just gonna sew just this part together. We're not gonna do it onto the bubble mailer, not yet. So take that to the side, and then line up your layers however you want them. Okay, and then get your front on there like that. And then I'm gonna go to the sewing machine, and we're gonna do just some fun little sewing on it. And what we're gonna do is just some fun little stitching. And I got black thread in it, but you can have any color you want. And I'm gonna want to do, just starting at the top over here. You can do some zigzag, you could do some straight stitch. Okay, just however you want. I think I'll start with a little straight stitch and then go backwards. Okay. Then you can throw in a little zigzag here. We could throw in any kind of stitching that you want throughout, just to decorate it. Okay, and then throw in some straight stitch. This. Go over about an inch, flip it around, and then just work your way back up. And then just keep doing that back and forth. And just do that all the way down. Okay, so we got it all sewn here. This is what it looks like. Just some zigzag and some straight, just however you want to do it. And you can even do some fancier stitching if you want. And then that's the other side. So this is how to do a layered up cover. So if you want to do a layered up, just quilted looking cover, it's kind of nice to throw some batting behind it, or some flannel, like thicker flannel if you have it, or receiving blankets work great. Just anything kind of just to pad it. And then when you sew it, it kind of just gives that plush look. So I really like that look to it, okay? And so that's how you do a layered up cover. And now what we're gonna do is take our Fabrifix, just any kind of glue that'll hold it down. And it's Fabrifix, and it's for fabric, lace, leather, trims, and more. And it works pretty good. And what I like, of course, well, let's see, maybe it'll squeeze out. What I like is that the batting makes it so you don't have to finger smush, because it's not gonna, the glue will not soak through the fabric because you have batting on the other side of it. And that makes it so you don't have to take it and smush it all down and then lay the fabric down. It just kind of, it's just a little tip there. So it also has a couple of tricks there. Makes it look nice and padded, and you don't have to get your fingers all messy. So I'm just gluing all around. Oops. I'm thinking I'm going to sew around the edges too when we're all done. Just as long as we don't sew our pocket shut over there. One thing you got to remember, do not sew your pocket shut. Okay, so I'm just gabagooing it. Just finding all the holes. Oh, look at that. That's kind of weird. All the ink got smeared around. Put the lid on. Okay. Got a little reaction there. Okay. Make sure you guys can see it. And this is when a wet wipe comes in handy. Just any stuff you have on your table or hands, or so. Let's get a good angle at this. I'm just gonna pop it down. You know what? I think if I do it this way, I'll be able to see the edges better. Because I want it to just pop on the edges a little bit, like this. You can see all the way around it. Okay. And these side edges, even if you are a little short, it doesn't matter, because we're going to have a, on this side, the pocket, we're going to put the material in and fold it down. So I want to make sure that this side over here has enough. I'll show you. As I do it, you guys will get it, what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make sure extra's over here. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. And it's just, oh, I love the feel of it. It's just so plush, and it just feels so awesome. And we're recycling, so that's great. Okay, let's see. Now, what we're gonna do is debating, do I want to do the inside first or put the pocket in first? I think we should do the inside. Okay, so we got our strips here. There's going to be the ties to tie the journal together. And what I'm wanting to do is make sure it's under, let's see, I'll tell you how long they are. And it's just linen. I have a linen long skirt that I've been using for material. And this is just a linen tie or fabric that I used. So this is 18 inches. So they're 18 inches long, and we're going to glue them underneath. Nope, I think I need to put the pocket down first. Yeah, the pocket needs, I think the pocket. So I already redid the pocket. Everything, if you want it in detail and how to measure it and how to sew it and how to put the pocket and everything together, I will put the link down below for that video. This one's just me kind of just putting it together. I already had it pre-done, pre-cut. Just to bring you guys along with me to show you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, you got to put the pocket in first, then glue the strap because you want the strap to go across that. Okay, so what we got is our opening right here. Okay, and let me think. Yeah, I think we could still so, yeah, okay. Okay, and I always change things up, you know. You know how that goes. As you go along, you're like, oh, I should have done this way. I should have done that way. Such is life, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is tuck it in here. And then fold her down. So that's what I was talking about. If you don't have enough on the edge with the material, it doesn't matter because you're going to fold this over and it won't matter. I'm just tucking it all in. And then line the seams up. There we go. Just make sure your pocket's as deep as you want it. You can see the inside there. So you got the inside so you can see all the pretty material. And then the outside to see the fold. And then this is going to be the front of our journal. Just make sure you have it where you want it. Okay. Just kind of trying to line it up here. Okay. Yeah, because that makes sense. We'll put the pocket down first, then lay this across. And what I'm thinking is, what do I think? If I do this, do a glue down. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. And then last time I glued the inside of the pocket, just glued it all down. But I think we're gonna, once we get the inside and everything in, I think we're gonna go to the sewing machine and just open it up and do a sew around. And then this will be in there pretty good, or real good, more secure. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a dab of glue here where you can't see it. And this is Fabrifix too. I just have it in a different thing here. So let's see. Line it up how you want it. And this is just kind of tacking it down. Oh, come on. Just do a little tack down. Make sure you got it in the right spot, because you'd hate to have these crooked. So just line it up. Okay. Just enough to tack it. And then these will hide underneath your inside cover. Okay, there you go. Just make sure you line it up. Okay. Happy with that. Now, I got the inside ready to go. Let's think about this. We're gonna do that, and this doesn't need to go because we got the fold down here. So we could just go ahead and, okay, we can cut this down a little. So I'm gonna do that in the time lapse. I'm just gonna measure it out like this. I want my flap showing, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little piece here just to line it up and have it overlap a little bit. Okay, I want to show you guys what I'm doing here is I glued this side over here, and what I'm doing is just putting a little bit of glue on it and just kind of smushing it with the glue top. So you don't have to get your finger all grody and it sticks for hours. So I just kind of rub it and then smush it around a little without squeezing, and then rub it and squeeze, and just kind of, that's kind of what I do. And it seems to help. And then when you go to put this down, because this is just a thin, I don't have batting or anything. So I'm just kind of laying it on top and then lining it up here. And then I'm just not pressing super hard when I first put it down. Just kind of, just a light, feathery, just a touch like that. Okay. There we go. That seems to work pretty good. All right, and then just find where you have your crease happening. And just kind of fitting it where I want it. Kind of work it. Okay, just make sure not to pop any of your bubbles in your bubble mailer. You don't want to pop your bubbles. Okay. Don't want to do that. So there, now we have our ties underneath it. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go, just because I want to double secure it around and not be able to see that, I want to take it to my machine and just either do a zigzag or a straight stitch just all the way around it, and then we'll open this pocket up and try to just get inside of there and see if we can do that. Okay, I'll meet you at the machine. So the best thing to do is take off your front part of your machine if you have an arm here to work with, because you want to wrap it around it. And we'll make sure the tie is up front here, and then you put it through the arm and then stick it through like a pocket like that. Okay, and put the tie how we want it. And I'm thinking I want to zig. Yeah, let's zigzag around. Okay. A little back stitch. Okay, Okay, and this secures your tie too. You get your tie secured. Working it around. And for some reason I have everything in my way, like always. Okay. So get the tie out of there so you don't sew it down. Wrong spot. Okay, and then I'm just gonna work my way all the way around it. Okay, so it's all sewn around, and you can just see the zigzag, and it's just closing it off here, so you don't have the bubble mailer showing through. So you just kind of catch the edge and just go all the way around, just so it's not showing through. So we did that all the way around, and got the inside pocket here, just to catch it so it stays. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It is a junk journal, so I mean, you get a little leeway here to not be precise, you know, and perfect, which that's what I love about junk journaling. It just seems like, because I've been sewing and stuff since I was young. My mom sews, and she's taught me how to do it since I was little and stuff. And so when you're sewing and making like pillows and blankets and quilts and stuff, you have to be precise with everything, and or you have to stitch rip it and do it all over again and start over, and it's just so tedious after a while. But loving to doing junk journals, because, like, you know, you got a little rat's nest here. That's okay. That's, you know, that's part of it. Gives it character. You got it so, I mean, I'll cut that piece off. But you have it so the zigzag isn't perfect, you know, like, oh, whoops, I went up here and down and it's not lined up perfect, or, you know, this one's spread out a little bit more, and it's just like, that's part of the character. And I love it. I love that it doesn't have to be just precise and measured to a T, and making sure it's perfect. And it just, I love the freedom of it. That's what I'm trying to say. I love the freedom of junk journaling. Okay, so on that note, we got this done, and then you got that secure. So those aren't going anywhere, and you got them tied. Or, I mean, you have it so you can tie them. So you could do a little tie, and it's good to go. And now we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to do this in a time lapse. I'm going to put the pockets in. I'm just going to glue them down with some Fabrifix. So you got some fun little fabric pockets. And then I'm going to bind. I'm going to put all my paper in and do my binding. And I just have 10 flat things I'm going to put in. I got a fun pocket I'm going to put throughout. Just a little envelope, so it'll be a little pocket. And it's just 10 pages stacked on top of each other. So front and back, it'll be 40. So there'll be 40 pages to do. And you got some stenciling. And we'll do a flip through at the end. So I'm going to bind this, glue the pockets, and then I will show you guys how I do the snap on the pocket up here. Okay. All right, I want to show you guys what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and put a book plate on the front. And this is how I layer it up, is I did a little bit of the canvas, the painter's cloth on it. And I'm just going to take some Just go ahead and we're going to glue it down, and then go ahead and throw the book plate on top of it. And I did manila envelope. I'll show you. Get this stuck down where we want it. Okay. And now that's manila envelope that I cut, and I avocado dyed it, so it's avocado dyed, and then I just did some stamping on top of it with my peg stamps. And we're gonna go ahead and glue this down. Just right in the middle there. Okay, and then I got my book plate. We're gonna just stick it right on top here. Make sure I have it where I want it. Like that. And then I'm just gonna glue that on top and add some brads to the sides. I'm gonna cut these and put them on the sides right there. And just glue them down. And I'll do that in a time lapse. Okay, so I want to show you guys real quick. I did out of a greeting card, and I have a video on detailing on how to make tags out of greeting cards, and I'll link that below so you guys can check it out. And this has a little matching tag at the top, or little fabric at the top to match it, and that's going to come with it. And it's just a dream catcher, and on the back there was some wording and stuff here, so I just stuck down part of the envelope that's in here. I'll show you. So you got the fun envelope right here that matches, and I went ahead and stuck the top part on this to make it so it matches. So that'll go back here in the back pocket, and we'll have it fit right here. And I have it fit right here in the back, and we'll go ahead and just, I want to show you guys how to do the snap, and we'll put the snap on the front of it. And there you go. And then you got a little fun little pocket right here that we can do the snap on. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to take my crocodile, which has 1/8 inch. I'm going to go ahead and use that hole punch. And we're just going to pop some holes right here. So I just got to find the middle right here. So we're just going to do a snap up front, which I thought would be fun. And let's see. Just go down as far as you want. Make sure it's pretty centered. Yeah, I can even kind of measure it out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah. About right here. Okay. And then I'm just popping a hole through it. And then I want to do the same on the other side here. So I'll line it up. Because this you want to pretty much line up pretty good, so right about there. That looks good to me. Okay, and then just any fabric that popped out, it didn't punch through, just go ahead and just do a little clip on it. Just cut it down a little. Okay. Make sure you guys can see. So what I got is the snap part, and this is really inexpensive to get on Amazon, is to get a snap kit. I'll show you. It's just I got it years ago. So, I mean, it's just a snap kit. And it comes with all the stuff in it. And it's a craft town. That's what it is. And it shows you all the directions how to do it. And it's pretty simple. And it comes with a bunch of little snaps and stuff. So that's what it is. It's just a little craft town. And I got it on Amazon. But I just wanted to show you guys here. You gotta do, you need the innie and the outie here. Okay, so that's that one and this one. Okay, and I figured blue. I think that would look cute. Do a little blue. Alright, so you just take the pokey part and stick it through. And then just take one of the flat, do the flat one. I'm just going to press it like that. And then this is just, you put it in there and it just smashes it together and it flattens that point out right here. So you just take it and you just smash it. And then see how it flattens it? Because it's a point like this. It's a little point like that. And then it just smashes it down. So it stays in there. So it's good to go there now. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So take the pokey part, poke it through, like that. And then take the other part that pokes out. Make sure I get it through the hole there. Like that. And then we're just going to flatten it down. Like that, and then you flatten it like that, and then you got yourself a snap, and then it just snaps together like that. So you're gonna unsnap it and snap it up. So there you go. And then I think this is so much fun. So there you go. Now we got a little snap, and this will be in my Etsy shop. So you guys, I'll put the link down below so you can come check it out. And then you'll have a nice little snap little pocket. And this is a one of a kind, so you guys come check it out, would be fun. And then here's a little flip through. It's avocado and onion dyed paper that I have throughout, and some stencils that I did with my tie-dye, my RIT dye that I do. And then some gardening pages, and then an envelope, so you got a little pocket here. Here, you got a little, just a little tuck spot or a little pocket, and some music paper, and then just some fun don't go through life, grow through life. So it's got just some coloring pages and another little pocket here, you can put stuff in it, and then some just some journaling space, more gardening and dream. So it's just a fun little thing you could do with a bubbler. And then you got a spot for the card back here. Just like that. And you turn it like this. And there, you got a little matching little journaling card in the back. And then this just comes together. Just like that. And then you have yourself a fun little tie. Like that. And you got yourself a front, and then, oh yeah, I forgot about the last thing I wanted to add to it was just a little dangle. So we're just going to take it, and I usually should do this before I add the paper and stuff, but we're just going to just do I'm going to do 3/16, and I'm going to pop a hole in there. I want to make sure it's lined up on the spine. There. So make sure that you're lined up where you want it. Like that. Let's add a pretty little gold eyelet to it. There we go. And then we're just going to flatten the eyelet. Okay. And then that flattens it. And we'll go ahead and, has a bold pen with some pretty little beads on it and some lace and stuff. And when you open the pin, the beads won't fall out because they're all on the other side. So there we go. So now we have a fun little just dangle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting, guys. Have a great day.